So I just heard about Mike Tyson punching out a guy on a plane. My feelings on it. First of all, Mike Tyson is a guy that has, I think, a light fuse. All right. He doesn't have a lot of patience. From what I read, Mike Tyson was being very nice to this guy. I think he took a picture with him. The guy, I guess, asked his permission. Can I take a picture with you? I'm a big fan. Mike Tyson was gracious enough to take a picture. Then I just feel, I don't know. It could have been a lot of different things. I guess we'll never know what the truth is. Some people say he was intoxicated. Some people say he was constantly bothering Mike the whole flight, kept talking to him, saying very aggravating, interrogating things. Like, you know what I mean? Things like that are going to get, that's going to get Mike Tyson mad. Why'd you bite Evander Holyfield's ear? What happened with that girl? Did you really rape her? You know what I mean? Like things that, are going to turn Mike into a fuse that's going to turn into an explosive situation. And you don't want that with him. But he could have been doing this on purpose, this guy on the plane. What do you think? He's stupid? He sees an opportunity for gold. Because, see, this is where celebrities are very vulnerable. They're vulnerable in the sense that if they hit you, and we're living in the world of technology with cameras. Everybody's filming it on the plane, obviously, right? So it's kind of like there's no way that Mike Tyson is going to win that lawsuit because you got everybody filming it. You got him like blatantly punching this guy where he's got cuts all over him. He was bleeding all over the place. So that guy will probably make a couple 100,000, if not 1 million. I hate to say it, but that's just the way it is. And, it's really, I'm not saying to you that what Mike Tyson did was wrong because maybe this guy was really bothering him. From what I read, Mike Tyson asked him several times, please leave me alone. Please let me just relax, please. And the guy was really, breaking his chops. So like I said, it's at this point, it's anyone's guess. Was this guy doing this on purpose? Most likely. Was he doing it because he knew it was a lottery ticket? Most likely. And that's it. There's really nothing else to say about it. Mike Tyson, unfortunately, lost his cool and he attacked the guy. Now, you might say, well, he shouldn't have done that. But, Mike is Mike. We know who Mike Tyson is. And that kind of just leads me back to my first analogy. This guy was doing this because he knew that Mike was not going to be able to take it. Mike has a short fuse. He has a short temper. So this guy figured all I got to do is break his balls a little bit and he's going to punch me and I'm going to walk away with $500,000 or more. So it is what it is. I'm a big Mike Tyson fan. I think he's probably the greatest heavyweight champion that ever lived, with the exception of Muhammad Ali. But Mike is Mike. And that's it. I don't know really what else, to say about it. It's a shame because I know Mike Tyson at one point was worth $400 million. And I know he went through a rough time financially. I know he recovered. I think he's worth maybe $2 or $3 million now. Last thing Mike Tyson needs is to pay this jackass $1 million or whatever he's going to pay him. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, he did get caught on camera hitting a guy. So it's in the court's hands now. But, these celebrities are vulnerable. They're vulnerable. Look, I put myself in Mike Tyson's shoes, like if I was out with my family, and someone was like, let's just say I was a celebrity. I know I'm not a celebrity. Okay. But if I was, and somebody came to me, Mr. Lavoie, can I take a picture with you? I would be nice and say, yeah, you want an autograph, but then if I'm eating my steak, leave me alone. Let me enjoy my dinner. If they keep bothering me and bothering me and bothering me and then especially if they're saying things that are insulting, you know what I mean? And, I might have to go that route as well, but then it's going to cost me. It's going to cost me. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth it to lay this guy out? Is it worth $500,000? Probably not. But that's Mike Tyson.